Yo guys, and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about latest transfer, and loads of stuff is going around which is crazy. My team Chelsea's, I think they're doing a very good job in the transfer window right now, but I'm not talking about my team right now. I'm talking about the biggest news that has been dropped, which has led to a mad beef between the journalists, which I'm going to cover a little bit. But let's go on with the first news. Diomande to Real Madrid. According to Fabrizio, here we go. Agreement closed tonight with RB Leipzig for a fee over 100 million euros for the Ivory Coast winger. Diomande will fly to Madrid this week for medical test and contract signing until June 2031. But according to another journalist, Pletigo, something else happened, and I think he was questioning his integrity or something, and then they started to beef with each other and things like that. But also, David Ornstein reported something different as well to Fabrizio. David Ornstein, what he reported was Real Madrid expected to sign Jan Diomande from RB Leipzig. First bid rejected 10 days ago. Second bid 100 million euros fixed with 120 million euros package set to be rejected, but agreement likely soon. PSG out. 19-year-old returns to RB Leipzig on Monday with wish to join Real Madrid. So basically, the difference between Pletigo, I think, is what has reported what David has said. Is Fabrizio is saying the deal is done. There will be medical tests this week and contract signing, which is going to go till 2031. Basically, here we go. On the other side, David Ornstein has reported that no, that it hasn't been done yet. It's most likely it is going to be done, but it's not done yet. And same thing, what I think Pletigo targeted on Romano as well, saying questioning about his integrity and other stuff he was talking, and then they just both went into a beef, talking about Fabrizio said he would share DMs. I don't know what, but it just went into like a dirty beef last night. I didn't read it that much because I wasn't that fussed, because I was more fussed about the football. But that's what's going on with those two. I think everything's calm now. But yeah, so that's the main thing. We don't know if Diomande is confirmed or not, because one side you got Romano saying he's going, one side you got Olstein and stuff. Olstein is a very reliable one as well. So it's a bit confusing. But overall, if I talk about the deal, if it's done or not, either way, it is going to be done. His destination is going to be Real Madrid, because that's what both says. The difference is Fabrizio saying it's done this week. Medicals most likely announcement next week or something. Whereas Austin has said it's not done yet. But let's see. Diomande to Real Madrid, I think, is a good deal. I genuinely think that's a good signing for Real Madrid as well. I think he's a young lad. He's very good. PSG were after him. Liverpool were after him at one point as well. Quite a lot of clubs. I think Arsenal was at him as well. Obviously, for a long time, first we heard he might be heading to Liverpool. Then we heard he might be heading to PSG. And then from nowhere, Real Madrid just come in and get the deal done. And PSG are out, and I don't think they want him anymore. Which also makes me think, is Barcola still going to go to Liverpool? Because I think what was going to happen was Diomande was going to go to PSG, Barcola was going to go to Liverpool. Now there are sources coming up. It could happen. Liverpool do want Barcola, 145 million. PSG wants that, is like the staple. And we have to see what happens and what they will do, because it will be a bit of a bummer for Liverpool. Like, they ran out of Diomande. They couldn't get Diomande. Then they go for Barcola. Maybe they don't get him. So it will be a bit of a bummer for them. But for Real Madrid, I think this is a nice signing. They're just putting that wing up there. They've been good this transfer window, but they always do well. The main problem I've said in all my videos, in this video as well, Real Madrid have a lot of stars and they have great players, but they have a lot of players like that are very much there. And I think Chelsea are sometimes, you say that we do have a massive squad and stuff, but I think we have a massive squad of some shitholes. You get what I mean? That we're trying to get rid of. Whereas Real Madrid has a package of good players, but sometimes egos and stuff can clash, and which is the main problem with that team we've seen. They're a great player. Once they click, they can smash it and win leagues and Champions League. So, but I think the main problem is they do also need to sell some players. If Diomande is coming in, I do feel like they might sell Vinny Jr. And a few days ago, there was huge speculations that Vinny Jr. might be heading to Arsenal. A day ago, David Ornstein reported that Arsenal are willing to give him 400k per week, and he's going to be the biggest salary player. So we have to see that. I genuinely think if Arsenal do go for Vinny Jr., that will be a great signing. And I think that in one sense, I would say that would be a great signing for Arsenal, but I think that would be a great sell for Real Madrid as well, because I think there has been a lot of issues since Mbappe came in, Vinny, and then there was some stuff going on that we don't know behind the scenes, but it did feel like sometimes on the pitch as well. But that's the story to be covered or not. What it is. Maybe we're just speculating. And some other news were coming up. No, Vinny wants to stay at Real Madrid. He does not want to go. Real Madrid are happy with him. Diomande is not there to replace Vinny. Diomande is a right winger and Vinny is a left winger. So at that thing you can say as well. But we have to see what happens. You never know. Sometimes these news come out just so they don't want people to know. But we have to see till someone like Fabrizio David does not say Vinny to Arsenal. Here we go. We can't believe. And these days, even when these two say it, sometimes they don't agree. And there's other news like Diomande. We don't know. But one thing is for sure, Diomande is heading to Real Madrid 400%. That's what both of them practically say. As David says, agreement likely, and Fabrizio confirmed it's done. So we have to see what happens, but Diomande to Real Madrid is most likely what's going to happen. And then I'm going to move on to my club. We recently bought Lacroix from Crystal Palace for 54 million euros. That's our first 26-year-old signing since 2020. Not our first ever, but since 2022, which is crazy. And under this new management, new manager, we can see, I think the owners are moving towards a different style of buying and selling now. They are going for experience. They are listening to Alonso. And these signings are feeling like it's Alonso signing, not Todd Boehly signing. Like Morgan Rogers, experienced Premier League player. Um, Palestri, again, a very good. He was like defender of Serie A or something. I was looking at. He was very good there. Now we got Lacroix, a 26-year-old defender, solid in the back, plays well for Crystal Palace. And now who we are looking for, Fabrizio just reported, and David Onsu reported, Xabi Alonso is looking for Danny Welbeck. He wants Danny Welbeck as he wants a new experience option up front for Chelsea. CFC are in active talks to explore this possibility from Brighton. Xabi Alonso has approved Danny Welbeck as a new experience option, and also uh, he only has a year left on his contract, and Brighton are fully aware of the interest from Chelsea. There is positivity on all sides that a deal could be done. So Danny Welbeck to Chelsea is a very much likely possibility that can happen. What is my opinion on this? I think it's good if we're bringing in experience and, we need that experience in the thing. But I'm just concerned that I hope this is not the only striker we're going for. Maybe he's more of a backup option. Or are we, I'm thinking, what are we going to do up front? Are we trying to make João Pedro the main striker? Because I'm not seeing any like newses around like a Osman or a Tony or you get what I mean? Like a big striker who can come and get it. Because Welbeck will be a great short-term option. He's 35. And usually I've seen whenever we bought older players, it has worked for us. Thiago Silva was a great example. He was around the same age and he was amazing and he did some great stuff. And one of the reasons we won the UCL, he was amazing. Him and Rudiger were running that defense. So it does look like a good signing. We need experience. We have a very young squad, and I think that's the one thing we're saying. But Danny Welbeck, he scored, I think, 11 goals, which is not bad. But I think Brighton, again, as I've said, they're not, in the few years, they're not that of an attractive team, and they haven't done that much stuff. Whereas the wingers we have bloody Cole Palmer, Morgan Rogers, Neto, so João Pedro, Esteval. So you do expect like those level of players are going to put in a lot of the crosses in, a lot of the shots in to someone like Welbeck. And if Welbeck can slot in well, that will be good. And I think he is more of a short term thing we're going for. Get him in, give the lads a bit of experience on the pitch, off the pitch, and have that thing. And as you've said, he wants him because he is an experienced option up front, where we do have a lot of young players, and that's what he's trying to do. In the whole team, it's a very young team, and I think what Alonso's trying to do with some of his signings, he was trying to get Kaka first, for the same reason, and unfortunately that couldn't happen with Sunderland. So now he's gone for Danny, because I think Alonso knows what Chelsea needs the most is an experienced player who can come into the team and give them that thing, that source. We have an amazing talent of players, but experience in the league and experience as a player is very important. You can't win leagues or champions, and you can't go up there if you don't have a well-oriented team. A too young team is bad, and a too aging team is bad. It needs to be in the middle. You have young, talented players with the experienced players who can drive that forward. You can see most teams these days that are successful. This is why they are. They have young, amazing talents, but they also have that experience in them. Arsenal, you can see, Man City, even Real Madrid. All of these teams have something like that have drive them forward. And that's what I think we need. So I think Welbeck could be a good signing. But again, I would like another proper top striker, unless if we're trying with João Pedro. But at the end of the day, I trust in Alonso, and I think so far we're having a good transfer window, and I think he knows what he's doing. And let's see what happens. And if you are a Chelsea fan, do let me know, how do you think our window is going, and what did you think about the news and everything, Diomande story, the Fab beef, whatever, and who do you think will win the league and the UCL? Just tell me down below. Early prediction if anybody wants to give it. But till then, peace.